Hello and welcome to episode 64 of the Knitting Annihilator podcast. My name is Akira, your friendly neighborhood knitter, and I'm coming to you today from my amazing home in Adamsville, Alabama, where I live with my delicious, amazing husband and my two sons, Aiden, who is 2, and Ethan, who is 1. Aiden will actually be turning 3 at the end of this month on the 31st, so we will be celebrating a birthday soon. Today is January 11th of 2020 and it is 11:37 in the morning. Everyone is still sleeping because we stayed up really late yesterday going into this morning. So yeah, I decided this would probably be the perfect time to film to get a professional podcast up for you guys. So I wanted to go ahead and get started today and maybe I guess get some stuff off my chest about my crafting. So if you enjoy this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Welcome to all new viewers if you're viewing me for the first time, and welcome to all returning viewers. I'm so glad you are still here rocking with me. So it is really cold outside. I just filmed an episode of the Annihilating Assessment outside. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. I will put my first episode of that up here if you want to take a look at that. And I'm having fun. I'm doing like little reviews. This one I just filmed is about Outlander. It's about Outlander, and instead of like giving you like details about like each season, I kind of just tell you like the synopsis of what it's about and how it makes me feel. So I think those are the best reviews to not spoil it for people too much. So if you would like to see that, that'll be out on Sunday, I think is what I said. Yeah, Sunday. So yeah, no updates. We're just living life, chugging along. So I guess we'll get started into the knitting stuff. As far as any admin, I am hosting a knit along, which is the hashtag Happy Needles Mal 2020 to clean off our needles. I'm so ready to be done with this one project, so I have definitely been putting a lot of focus on that one project, so this may be a shorter podcast, but because of that knit along, make along, it's very inspiring. So it is on Instagram. Use the hashtag Happy Needle Mal 2020, and it will end on January 31st, and I will be pulling winners on February 1st, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, that's all for admin. So let's get started with what I'm wearing. So this is my Scrapper Cardi by Safiyyah Talley. It is knit in a DK weight yarn. The speckled yarn here is Bumblebee Acres. I have a skein of that. It's this one. So this is it in fingering form. That's how much I love this color. It is Bumblebee Acres Fiber Farm in the colorway Bonnie Lass. So this is what it looks like. And this is what it looks like knit up in garter stitch. And the, I'll put that back in a second. And then the the wine color is the fiber seed in the colorway Merlot, I believe. So yeah, DK weight paid for pattern, amazing. I have 3 of these. I really love this pattern. I wear these all the time. I love how they make me feel. They're very flattering. And I'm also wearing my everyday lined beanie by Denise Bayron. And as you can see, I have the matching. This is also a DK weight paid for pattern. It's also a sewing pattern because you're supposed to line the inside with like a silk situation if you're a melanated queen with like, you know, natural hair. I ain't had time for that. I just wanted the hat. So I I use the fiber seed again right here, and then here, I'll just take it off. Use the fiber seed right here again, and then this orange is Brujeria Lana yarn in the colorway Pumpkin Patch. This is 2 fingering weight yarns held double, so that's what's giving me that slouchy feel, because I believe this is supposed to be kind of like Beanie, like you can fold it over, but because it's fingering weight, and I think it's a single ply held double, it gave me more of a slouchy situation, and I'm not mad at it. It fits my style. So yeah, so that's what I'm wearing. I don't have any victories for you this podcast. We will get right into battles, and there's only one that I have been chugging on, and I'm not gonna say I'm discouraged. I'm a little upset that I didn't hit the timeline that I wanted to hit, but at the same time, I love the pattern, I love the project, the yarn is beautiful, and I think I'm just ready for something new. That's really what the issue is. I've been working on 2 things, but the other one isn't worth showing. So you know what? I'll talk about that first. So I got in on the Nitty Natty and Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady podcast. They do like a 30 minutes of knitting on one project. So that project, you just devote 30 minutes to it. So I decided to do that on an old whip as well. So I'm doing that on my Starflake shawl by Stephen West, which is also in Outlander yarn. I think I only wanted to film that review because I was just dressed in the attire and I just had to take advantage of the opportunity. So this is the Starflake by Stephen West. This is a fingering weight paid for pattern. I am knitting this in Dragon Hoard yarns. In the colorway Sasanic is this deep purple color, and Moonstone Dyeworks in the colorway Lady Soul. So I really love this and I really want it. So I decided to take this as my 30 minutes of knitting to devote time to it. And I'm deciding to devote January to cleaning off my needles. It's obvious that I'm not finishing in the time that I would love to finish. So I'm just going to take the whole month just to finish whips. And then February, oh, we're casting something new on, baby girl, because I can't. So this charm is from Stitching the High Notes, because I am holding it in my Stitching the High Notes Outlander bag that I got coffee on, and it says to bed or to sleep. I will let you make a notion of what you think that means. So yeah. So this is a little bit on that, but I only do 30 minutes of knitting on that, so that's why I'm not going to move the marker. There's not a lot of progress on that. This mama is who I've been busting my behind on. And this is my Habitation throw that I'm making for my aunt. And so when you last saw it, I was on the purple. So here we are. So I'm making progress. So since the purple, I've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors, and I still have 2, 4. I still have 8 colors left. Just pray for me, y'all. And like I said, the pattern, it's a fingering weight paid for pattern. It is meant to knit with an advent calendar, but of course you can use scraps or anything like that. I am using the advent calendar that I got in 2019 from Lamsbtrings Yarn, and it was her Halloween advent calendar that I got for my birthday. So here are the colors that I have left. Okay, I got it. Boom. So this is what I have left. And yeah, so this is the one that I am on right now. So I mean, she's coming along. So I'm decreasing. So now I'm just trying to get to the other corner, but I am I'm pretty done, guys. Not gonna lie, this may be my last blanket for a while. And I'm making it for my aunt, whose birthday was yesterday. So today's the 11th, her birthday was the 10th. So of course I was mad that I didn't have it done in time for that. But at this point, I'm just gonna give it to her as a because I love you gift. Like, I don't need a special holiday just to show you I love you. I love you, I made you this blanket. Talked about the yarn. I'm knitting these. Also, I think it's the needles that are getting me too. I'm knitting these on my Knitter's Pride Melodies interchangeable set. And they're not as, I think they're aluminum needles. So they're not as slick as like when I work on this project. I have my Habitation Sharps. Habitation Sharps are my absolute favorite. And their slip is good. They're really pointy, so having to do like knit two togethers or like slip knits is so easy. Knitting with these, one, they've come unjoined a couple of times, so I've had to tighten them. And then just the needle, just like, I don't know if I can see, because now it looks like it's doing it right. So just like going across the needle is kind of difficult. So yeah, so I'm just ready to be done. I have to sneeze. Whew, bless me, thank you. Okay, I'm ready to be done, but I'm so close. So at first I was gonna reward myself with a cast on because I'm just like, I'm burnt out. But then I was, in my mind, I'm like, I'm so close that let's just finish it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I've done about 15 minutes of knitting on my Starflake. So this is what I'm gonna tackle today. I don't plan on doing anything today. So it's cold, I'm stuffy. So what I'm doing, what I decided to do with the scraps that I have left from the other colors, I made a magic knot ball because they were getting tangled in the bag and that was so frustrating. So I made a magic knot ball, and I have right here, I have a granny stripe blanket. So I'm going to, once I'm done with all of this, just put the ball in here. I guess I'll show you guys that. So it's really like long. I haven't worked on it in such a long time, but here's where I stopped. But this is my granny stripe blanket. So this has all kind of yarn in it, and I just love it so much. That purple yarn that you're seeing right there with like the speckles, that's yarn that my parents got me from New Orleans because they're amazing. But yeah, so I think once I'm done with this blanket, I'm going to start participating in Scrappy Sunday and just start crocheting back on this again and just have a good time with that. But this bag is filled with so many like scraps and like it's good stuff in here, I think. So I'm excited to work on this again. But I gotta finish this blanket first. I'll hold it up for you one more time just to make sure that you saw it. So as you can see, it's kind of like a corner to corner situation. So you start down here and then you go all the way up here. And like I said, I have started decreasing, so you can kind of see like here's like a square of it. So it's a nice knit if I didn't put the pressure on myself to like have it done at a certain time, and it's a gift and all that stuff. So, but we're gonna get this done and we're gonna gift it with love, and I'm excited about that. Oh wait, let me put the yarn back. And I am holding this in my Fates thread bag. Spoiler alert, there's a lot more of these. And this is the Scooby-Doo and Supernatural mashup. So, This bag is sensational. So I have a magic knot ball in there. I have 8 minis in here. I also have tampons in here. And I have a little notions pouch that I'm not using. So I'm going to take this out and put this over here. I have this notions pouch from the Naughty Knitting Sacks, and I have a coupon code with her. You can get 15% off by using the code Super Knitter, and it's just a little bag, and it says FU right there in beautiful flowers. But this one has like all my notions in it. It has my Chow Goo girls. It has scissors, thingy. So super cute. That's in here. This entire blanket is in here. This is why I buy large bags, y'all. The entire blanket. And then look, there's still space like right up in here. This closes with ease. This is why I love these bags so much. Like I said, I did a review on them. I'll put the little eye up there if I haven't already. So alright, so that's all I've been working on. So now let's get into some kryptonite. I'll do the little ones first. So I bought from Tudor, and I got some COVID related stitch markers. So here's a little baby in a white mask, and here's a little baby in a blue mask. So I got them to go into this bag here. Got it. I got them to go in this bag here because this was where my COVID relief project was going. And I have since like decided, I don't know what I want to make now. At first I was going to make a shawl. But then when I pulled the yarn for what I was going to make the shawl for, I remembered that they all kind of went together. So now I have like all these colors. It's like these shades of blue. So I have like all these shades of blue, and I'm like, I could do something else with that, something huge, and maybe like a sweater or something. So I think I'm thinking about making a sweater or something instead of just the shawl. Sweaters are really my jam lately. I really, like, anytime I'm thinking about casting on a project, I want to make a sweater or a hat. I love my shawls though. I love making shawls and I love wearing shawls. I guess because I'm more at home, and with the kids, like, just having a shawl to like get in the way and like droop down like when I'm trying to do something is difficult. But just like throwing on a cardigan, I'm warm. Throwing on a hat, I'm warm. So yeah, sweaters have really been in my repertoire, and I've really been loving them. So that was from Tudor. They sure did. My mom's texting me, sorry. So now we're going to talk about the things that I bought from Fate's Thread, since I just showed you their bags. So this first bag is her large deluxe bag. It's the large deluxe bag because it has a pocket right here. I did a review on these as well. So there's like this peekaboo pocket right here, but it is still the large bag, so there's still lots of space on the inside, and it is a box bottom. And I have my pin from Whitney Marie Anderson on there because I'm going to be putting some amazing yarn in here and having a project inspired in this bag. So that's that one. Oh, there's little witches on here. You can see. I also bought a Schitt's Creek inspired bag. So this one is all the what's your favorite season awards. I can't stand that. So this is a Schitt's Creek inspired bag. There's like different what am I trying to say? Different quotes. There we go, from Schitt's Creek. And yeah. I love Schitt's Creek. I'm on season 3 right now. And as you can see, it's kind of bulky because there's yarn in here. There's a project that I really want to make in here. And I don't know if I want to cast. I think I might cast 2 projects on. Just because. And both of them sweaters. I think I'm going to do that. So that's what's in here. And then this is the bag that I've been trying to get my hands on. And it's the Hamilton inspired bag. So it's got different quotes from the musical on there. Yeah. And look, this little notions pouch matches. So what's in here? Oh, okay. I have a stitch marker and measuring tape in here. That's positive. So, large bag. This one's actually a medium bag. So kind of just to give you a comparison of sizes. Like, it's not bad. So I can definitely work out of this. So yeah. So I got that as well. And that is pretty much it, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to hold you with a lot of rambling because I believe I hear a baby waking up. So I am going to go ahead and leave this here. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you did like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Join the Alliance. And I hope you have the most amazing time living the craftiest life possible. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.